This is WIN News.
Tonight, Gippsland hailed the big winner in this year's state budget. Frustrated Morwell residents vent their health concerns. And Gippslanders given a say on how the Fulham prison is run. Frustrated Morwell residents have vented their concerns at the first in a series of community consultations run by the Department of Health. The length of the proposed long-term health study is among the biggest concerns.
Like at the inquiry, Voices of the Valley arrived at this afternoon's community consultation armed with evidence from its own study of 2,000 residents.
90% of the people that we questioned or spoke to had respiratory problems, breathing problems, headaches, nausea, nosebleeds.
The group says residents remain concerned about the long-term effects.
Obviously, cancer is one of the biggest ones that can happen from things like this. We're concerned about our children, in 10, 20 years' time.
Inside, participants were given the opportunity to air those concerns.
This is an opportunity for you people, as a community, to make sure all of the issues are out on the table.
We shouldn't be paying for this. Any time we go to a doctor that's because of what we're suffering, we shouldn't be paying. Can we have access to this?
And help shape the brief of the long-term health study.
10 years isn't anything like long enough. Will it be covering the whole of Latrobe Valley or just people in Morwell?
20 health professionals are among the some 70 people who registered for the 3 community consultations. And while their calls have already been answered, TRACIE LUND is using tonight's session to present Victoria's Chief Health Officer with a petition signed by more than 25,000 people calling for a health inquiry.
We feel that that request has been listened to and we think it's a fantastic result and we're really appreciative of Rosemary Lester offering to meet with us and take on board these signatures, and we see it as a bit of an olive branch to the community.
Brooke, NOOTEN, WIN News.
Meanwhile, residents have less than a week left to lodge their submissions to the Hazelwood mine fire inquiry. Latrobe Valley residents are reminded submissions close next Monday, May 12. Inquiry Chair Justice Bernard Teague says input from the community, particularly those who've been directly affected, is essential. The inquiry's terms of reference include investigating the circumstances surrounding the fire, including the emergency response and the support provided to affected communities. Submissions can be lodged online or via post. Gippsland has been a big winner from the budget. At least 13 major projects have been allocated funding totalling more than $120 million.
The government considers the budget a big win for country Victoria. It's labelled the Murray Basin Rail Project as its #1 priority.
We will be able to remove thousands upon thousands of truck movements onto the freight.
Western Victoria has received its fair share from the budget. Funding has been allocated to the highway duplication between Winchelsea and Colac, plus the Ballarat employment zone. Gippsland has also attracted attention, a major expansion of the Latrobe Regional Hospital and funding for the Sand Road interchange.
A substantial expansion of the services that are provided from that great hospital. In addition to that, a number of roads projects.
Shepparton will receive a new court complex and roundabout widening at Doyles Road. Echuca will get a $14 million police station and there'll be major upgrades on the Calder Highway at Ravenswood. The VFF says the investment in country roads is desperately needed.
Dairy, grains, livestock, fodder, across the state on those roads, and at the moment there's massive degradation of those roads that needs to be addressed.
A prevention and recovery care service in Wodonga and several schools have been winners in the northeast. The Deputy Premier acknowledges there will be projects which have missed out on funding. He says the advice to regional communities is simple, and that's not to give up.
There will be more. There will be more.
Ebony Jordan, WIN News.